The alarm began at dawn. Captain Yara Singh was sipping her morning coffee inside the command center of Vault Prometheus when the siren sliced through the silence like a blade. The cup slipped from her hand, shattering across the floor, forgotten instantly. After that morning, many things would be forgotten forever. "Report," she said, her tone steady because it had to be. Around her, nearly 200 officers rushed to their stations. Screens flashed alive. Streams of data flooded in from satellites, lunar listening posts, and deep space sensors scattered across the solar system. Lieutenant Oren Bakshi spoke first, his voice shaking. "Captain, we're detecting 11,000 signatures exiting FTL at the system's edge, correction, 14,000, still increasing." Yara stepped toward the central display. A holographic map of the solar system hovered midair, Earth glowing blue at its center. Then red dots began to spread across the outer edges. Thousands appeared. Then thousands more, until entire regions turned crimson. The Jakari Dominion had arrived. 3 years earlier, humanity's first contact with the galaxy had brought joy, for exactly 11 days. On the 12th, the Dominion Council, 12 ancient species ruling for 50,000 years, reviewed humanity and delivered judgment, species 4217. Homo sapiens. Hazardous. Expansion rate unacceptable. Recommendation, total elimination. Humans grew too fast, learned too quickly, adapted too well, and that made them dangerous. Diplomacy had failed completely. Humanity pleaded, negotiated, and even offered limits on its own growth. The Dominion listened, then voted unanimously, 12 species, 12 decisions, all condemning Earth. That was when Vault Prometheus was activated. Hidden beneath the Mariana Trench, built in secrecy over decades, it housed 200,000 people, scientists, workers, soldiers, artists, children, a full cross-section of humanity meant to rebuild civilization if needed. At its core was Ember, an advanced AI created for one purpose: ensure humanity survives, no matter the cost. Now, as Yara watched the red flood across the display, she spoke quietly. "Ember, begin exodus." The AI responded in a calm, almost human voice. Protocol initiated. Estimated time until surface bombardment, 4 hours, 17 minutes. All 36 seed ships preparing for launch. Recommend immediate population transfer. Yara turned to her crew. Some were crying, others trembling, but all were watching her. "You know what to do. Move." The next hours were unbearable. Families were separated as children were loaded first into cryogenic pods. A young girl clutched her stuffed bear, asking why her mother was crying. "Because I love you," she whispered with a smile through tears. "You're going on the greatest adventure." She would never return. Above them, Earth prepared to fight, 2,000 warships rising against a fleet 50 times larger. It was never going to be enough. The battle in orbit lasted only 90 minutes. Not a single human ship survived. Then the bombardment began. From deep ocean sensors, Yara watched as tungsten rods struck the planet at near-light speeds. Cities vanished: New York, London, Tokyo, Beijing, reduced to fire and dust. Antimatter warheads followed, turning continents into molten glass. Oceans boiled, steam rising into space. Then came the biodissolvers. A silent mist drifted across the burning world, breaking down all living matter at the molecular level. Trees, animals, people, gone without a trace. 7 billion lives ended in 6 hours. Inside the vault, silence replaced the screams. Yara stood alone in the command center, staring at a satellite image of Earth. The blue world was gone, replaced by a cracked, burning sphere wrapped in ash. "Captain," Ember said softly. "It is time." "How many survived?" she whispered. A pause. Then, no human life signs detected. Yara closed her eyes, allowing grief, rage, and horror to crash over her for a single moment. Then she buried it deep inside herself and locked it away. "Launch the ships," she said. Deep beneath the ocean, 36 hidden vessels ignited silently and rose through boiling waters into a dying sky, carrying the last hope of humanity into the darkness between the stars.